Hi guys, welcome back to the UK and Ireland tour. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have once again an Edinburgh derby against Hearts at home, and we follow it up with a game away against fifth placed Raith Rovers. As you can see by the league table, we do still have a game in hand. However, we have dropped some points and we are falling short once again of Celtic's relentless pace at the top of the table. As I suspected, we had that little bit of a player mutiny because of Rawdon, basically. He was at fault for 3 goals in the following matches, and things just completely derailed. We were unbeaten in 20 league games, and following that, we lost 4-0 away at Aberdeen. We got absolutely battered, and it was a very poor performance. We did manage to come back and win by 4 goals to 2 against Motherwell in the league, though. A 1-0 defeat in the Scottish Cup against Kilmarnock was disappointing, but a 3-1 win away against Queen's Park, 1-1 at home against St Mirren, which again was a disappointing result. It's a game that we really should be winning. We won 1-0 away against Hearts in the Edinburgh Derby, thanks to Pedro Vargas's I think that was his first goal for the club. Oh no, he scored against St Johnstone. So he's not scored many for the club, but I think that was only his second, like I say. And then last time out, we drew 1-1 away against Rangers. We actually took the lead, I think, in that game in the 86th minute. No, we didn't. We equalised in the 86th minute, 83rd minute. I couldn't remember quite which way round it was, but it was a very close game. And overall, Rangers probably deserved to win it, but we managed to scrape a point out of it. Um, we need to be faultless for the rest of the season, um, especially after the league split, and we need to be able to beat Celtic once that league split has happened as well. It's going to be very, very tough for us to catch them, but we're keeping everything crossed, and hopefully starting today, we can start to make a bit of a turnaround and win some matches. In relation to the squad, Diamande is now unhappy. He wanted to play more regularly. We played him in nearly every single game, and he said he's still not played enough. What more can you do? So he now wants to leave the club. We've had no concrete offers coming for him as of yet, but we'll have to wait and see. You'll see Zayad Suleiman has come in. I think we signed him for just a couple of £1 million in the end. It was a pre-contract agreement, £2.7 million fee to make it permanent straight away. So we took that opportunity, and he has come in that holding midfield. A number of players are still waiting on players being unhappy. Um, this is because of Damien Rawdon, and we made a promise to sort things out, and the promise is completely different to what we'd agreed with the player anyway. So it's ended up being a bit of a mess, and it could very much just finish our season. We need to win games, and overall morale in the squad is pretty decent, but because of all this that's going on, um, if they just decide that it's not going to happen, then it could be game over from our point of view, really, which would be a bit of a shame because we've worked very, very hard to get this squad to where it's at now. Um, it's going to be quite a strong team that we're putting out there today. Phillips in goal with Iola, Stankovic, and Morrison. Comanentia and Vargas in midfield with Montano, Cresta, and Labe in the midfield. Vasquez in behind Santa Maria. Of course, the league is our full 100% focus, obviously, after being knocked out of the Scottish Cup by Kilmarnock, and obviously we're out of the Champions League as well. We have got full focus here. Can we go out there and get another result in this derby? They are bottom of the league, but obviously because of the unhappiness in the squad at the moment, anything can happen, and it's going to be a little bit of a tough one. We're grinding out results at the moment, and we're really struggling to maintain any form of a title push. Um, if we drop points in probably 2 games, including the 4 that we've got now before the league split and after, I think it's done. To be honest, Celtic are not going to drop that many points, and we really need to win every single game from here to have a chance of getting close to them. Um, Especially in the meantime, before we do play them, we need to win every game for sure, just to keep it as close as possible. But we'll have to see how it goes. And that's not the best way of starting it. Half time, possession very much in our favour. We've not allowed them to have a shot at goal, but we've not had a single highlight until now. Wiggle it into Lagabielka. And now Devlin back to Relvas. Kasumu, poor pass. Vargas picks it up. Good tackle by Devlin. Montano picks it up now into Comenencia. Has support ahead of him. Finds Vasquez. He shoots it from distance and Vidal Zetterstrom does make the save, somewhat unconvincingly. Plays it back into the penalty area here. Montano couldn't beat Devlin. And it's come now for Iola. The highlight does continue though. And now Cresta into Santa Maria. And he's hit the post this time. And a very well worked move in the end. But we just fall short of getting the lead. And we're going to fire the boys up. It is the Edinburgh Derby. And it's the kind of game that we should be winning, especially considering Hearts haven't had a good campaign. Here is Vasquez. We break out from one of their set pieces, I think it was. Vasquez plays it into Cresta. He has support ahead of him if he can find it. Santa Maria is still there, but Cresta goes for goal. It's a shocking effort. And Vidal Zetterstrom just catches it very easily. And hopefully we can find a way to get the goal here. And Cresta now back to Iola once again. He has got support in the centre if he can find it, but he goes down this left-hand side. He's not got too much support. Vargas now into Comenencia, who's in space. Finds Vasquez, who strikes it first time. And Hector Vasquez on his left foot into the top corner gives us a very much deserved lead. And it's been coming, but albeit with the way that the morale is a little bit gingerly in the side at the minute, it's a little bit topsy-turvy. So we've got to be very, very careful. Again, like I say, we're grinding out these results. We're not converting too many chances at the minute. And despite our domination today, possession-wise is very even, in fact. But we are struggling to get the job finished. We are going to make a couple of changes. Montano is struggling a little bit, so Priotti is going to come on that left-hand side. Santa Maria's had a quiet game today, so Sret and Graf can come on as well. And we'll take Cresta off for Diamande, who does want to leave the club, of course. But while we've got him, we will try and make use of him. We've agreed a £25 million fee for him, should he want to leave. And that is not ideal. Priotti has only just come on, and he's now injured. So Graf is going to go out, have to go out on that left-hand side. And we're going to bring Suleiman on and move Vasquez up front and do it that way. And we'll see if we can just get the job finished. Not ideal for Priotti. He's been trying to work his way into the side. It's been a very difficult one, unfortunately. But it is what it is. And again, it looks like we're going to be grinding out a result here. We're 1-0 up. Overall, it's been quite a comfortable match for us, despite the scoreline. With a few minutes left in added time, we have a free kick. And Diamande's just woke himself up after being on the ground for a bit. And Vargas into Comenencia, and a bit of a defensive error, and it fell for Liam Morrison. There may be a hint of offside there. So I'm not entirely sure if this one's going to count or not. And I think, by the looks of it, it has. So the ball was played in. Comenencia, I don't know if he actually got a touch on it or not, but it fell for Liam Morrison anyway. And it's 2-0. We've managed to finish off the job. And yeah, nicely done. Comenencia was onside. He did get a brief touch on there. And it confirms our victory, which is nice. And just gives us that little bit of a confidence boost as well. Comenencia now into Labe. And now Mohamed Diamande trying to play it into Sret and Graf, who couldn't really get there. Farre easily intercepting that one. Zetterstrom lofting it over the top. And now Morrison into Labe. Comenencia just holding on to it. Back into Diamande. And now Suleiman plays it forward. Hector Vasquez in behind. Hector Vasquez scores. There's another hint of offside there. But potentially, he may have just stayed on. No, goal has been disallowed. And it remains 2-0 as the game comes to a close here in the Edinburgh Derby. It's a good 3 points for us, and we can be very, very pleased with the result. And going into the game against Raith Rovers, we have a 5-point deficit to Celtic, and it's going to be very tough to close said gap as well. We've got 5 days to go until that game against Raith Rovers, so bear with me, and we'll be back for that one very shortly. 2 assists, incidentally, there for Comenencia today. Very good stuff. We're on a 6-game unbeaten run at the minute. So hopefully we can just continue this little run of form that we're in. Raith Rovers to come. Let's hope we can keep the run going. Okay then, guys, here we go. We are away against Raith Rovers. Could be potentially a tough game, this one. They have had a very good season here in the Scottish Premier League. They're sat in 5th place, potential European qualification spot as well, given the fact that Motherwell, St Mirren and Aberdeen are fighting it out in that mid-table area between whether they'll finish in the top half or the bottom half to be able to qualify for Europe, of course. So, um, we know what we've got to do. It's already been outlined at the start of this episode. We have to go out there and play to win. It's a little bit of a rotation. Phillips is in goal. Rawdon is back in the side today with Stankovic and Bulai. Oyola and Morrison are ahead of them with Diamande, Cresta, Johnston, Gunn and Santa Maria up front there as well. So a little bit of rotation involved. And I think, to be fair, we'll give Silla a start up front as well. He's not had too many opportunities since arriving from Paris Saint-Germain, but he is the kind of player that we certainly need to be bringing into the side a little bit more. Um, we are resting a couple of key players as well. Bit of a risk, I know, but we need to be able to do things confidently with the rest of the squad. And I'm hopeful that we can find a way of getting a result today. Rangers are playing Motherwell, so that's a game that we need to keep an eye on as well. They're not too far behind us, Rangers. In fact, they're already in front after just 5 minutes, thanks to an own goal by Strap. Celtic not playing today, so obviously that's out of our hands at the minute as well. Rangers 2 goals to the good now, 3 goals to the good now, and they are heading for 3 points. 3-1. Motherwell pull one back, but again, nothing much really happening in our game. We're going to offer some encouragement to the lads, but of course, if we score now, they'll react badly to that. So we'll see what happens. Here is Oyola losing out to Malanga, and now Fitzpatrick coming down this right hand side for Raith Rovers. Still going, still with the run here. Fitzpatrick plays it in. It's a good clearance from Stankovic. And Phillips with a shocking clearance, and Casada Thorne with the effort. And I thought Phillips managed to make the save there, but it's ended up being given as a goal kick. But very, very poor first half again. And we did the same against Hearts, of course, as well. Ray here into Mackenzie, back to Peggy. And Yazbek has been brought down. I don't think that's a penalty. I think that was just outside the penalty area. Stankovic bringing him down. Pretty sure that was outside, surely. Yeah, it's been given as a free kick. This has been a very poor performance from us so far. It's Ray with the free kick. It's a very dangerous area, in fact. And he's just passed it, and it's ended up bundling about, and it's gone off Olafunya and gone wide. And no shots on target from either side. So it's a very poor quality game. We're going to demand more from the team because, again, it's been a very poor performance from us. And we've not had a lot of possession either. So, not ideal. And we really need to wake up, to be honest. I know we've rotated quite a bit today, but we are very much good enough to get a result today. But we've not even looked like we can score a goal, and it is extremely disappointing. We're going to go attacking, and again, we're going to demand more from the team and see what happens. Olafunwa into Fitzpatrick. And again, Raith Rovers are the team doing the pressing. Yazbek couldn't quite get the ball in, but it's fallen again for Fitzpatrick, and Casada Thorne is completely free and scored. And it's been coming, to be honest. And we're going to make some changes here because performance-wise, this is completely unacceptable. Santa Maria and Stretton Graf are both going to come on. We're going to go 2 up front because this has been absolutely shocking performance-wise from us today. I mean, Johnson and Morrison both on yellow cards as well, but we've just had nothing about us. We've not looked like doing anything today. Labe's going to come on for Johnston, and we haven't got the options, really, to make any replacements out wide. I think, to be fair, we're going to get Vuzi Swain on, give him an opportunity out wide, and Vargas can come on for Morrison as well. And why Ayola's playing in midfield, I'm not too sure either, but we seem to have just gone all out with our defenders today. I'm going to switch Stankovic and Bulai around as well. And this could be our title challenge over if we lose here today. Again, all of this has come about because we had someone unhappy about being left out of the Champions League squad. And since then, we've been very hit and miss, and we've struggled to get results. And that was Damien Rawdon. So here's Vusi Swain into Cresta. Back into Damien Rawdon again. Just holding on to possession. Plays it across to Vargas. And now Bulai. Into Stankovic. Just holding on to possession. Plays it into Graf. Has support. Finds Cresta into the penalty area. Marcos Cresta with his first goal for the club. We're back level here. We're going to stay on attacking. The substitutions have clearly made a difference already. And we really, really need to get the victory here today. This could be a big turnaround in the context of our season if we can get the 3 points here today. Obviously, going into future games, it'll mean nothing if we lose points in those other matches. But that is a big goal in the context of this match. And hopefully we can build on it. Free kick here to be taken by Vargas, and he passes it into Stretton Graf, who strikes it from distance, and it's just over the crossbar. He just got a bit too much lift on it. Dallimore was flapping about it, but he couldn't. He wasn't required to make the save. Vargas wins that header. Labe picks it up now. Doesn't have the support, and he loses out very cheaply to Yazbek there. Olafunwa lays it back to Somiari. And now Fitzpatrick again. A lot of their plays come down this right-hand side, to be fair. And Fitzpatrick is in, and we do well to get it clear from one. It fell for Malangu, and Phillips, I think, has managed to make the save. And with 20 minutes to go, Raith putting on the pressure. Mackenzie here with the corner. Swings it into that near post. We do well, we do very simply get it clear. And it remains one apiece. And again, we're going to just demand more because offering the side encouragement isn't enough. We need to be winning this game. We have a free kick in a dangerous area. To be fair, if he passes this free kick just across slightly, we could be in for a good opportunity. Vargas with the free kick. Gets the shot away and it's hit the woodwork. I mean, it was a very good effort from Vargas, but it's not enough. Can we find a late winner? Towler here into Ross for Raith Rovers. Lays it all the way back to the keeper, Dallimore. We need to be putting them under pressure, and we're not. And Olafunwa now into Yazbek, and they're knocking it about so easily. And Olafunwa and Fitzpatrick again, the play coming down their right-hand side. Swain getting onto it now. Santa Maria plays it forward into Cresta. He has support. Stretton Graf gets the shot away, and it was a strange strike from Stretton Graf. We're not going to complain, but it wrong-footed the goalkeeper Dallimore, and it's gone straight underneath him, I think. And we do take a very late lead here. We're going to drop back to a positive mentality. And, I mean, we worked it very, very well, but it was a very odd finish that from Stretton Graf. But Dallimore, questions to be asked of the keeper there, really. We're not complaining now. We are ahead. Deservedly so, I'm not too sure. It's been a very even game again. But this could be a big 3 points if we can grind it out. And we have. That's a massive win in the context of our season going forward. Stretton Graf with a goal and an assist after coming off the bench. Very good performance from him. Cresta as well with the goal and the assist as well. And we're grinding these results out. We're getting the points on the board. We're within 2 points of Celtic with them having a game in hand. Obviously, I'm not too sure who they're playing. I suspect they may get a result anyway. And if they don't, we'll certainly take it. But we've done well. We got there eventually. Obviously, going to an attacking mentality certainly helped, and also going 2 up front. Wouldn't swap Stretton Graf for Haaland, apparently, my assistant manager. I think he needs to just have a word with himself there. But going forward, obviously, we've got just a couple of games left here, and then we've got the league split. Depending on how things go, we'll come back then for the last 2 games of the season, and hopefully we will still be in with a chance of winning this league title and conquering Scotland. But we'll see exactly how we get on. Constant wins required. We know what we've got to do. So until then, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.